They'll run down the hill in one of the most storied entrances in all of college football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse. So we'll boot it away to get this one started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Yellow Jackets offense will get the first swing of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
He'll try to do it himself. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the Clemson Tigers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oak. They'll go to the air. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Zings it complete to the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. They try to pop a run on the draw. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. Now on the counter. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now on second down for this offense. To the air, it's Wilkins. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Coming after it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 8 over Missouri. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. To throw, it's Wilkins. Got his man quickly. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Yellow Jackets will punt it away on fourth down. Now on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man in the middle.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Got his man downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one as the tackle is finally made. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Using the quick game. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Let's it fly. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll try the run. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. Trying play action. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Makes the grab. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Makes the grab over the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Yellow Jackets have this offense rolling. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Flips it out in the flat. Stopped after making the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart.
And that pass picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Here comes the offense on first down. Back to the ground game on the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll try to pop the draw. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. It's on target and complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. The throw, and he intercepts it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, it's been that kind of day for this offense, right? Just things haven't gone their way. Nothing's been easy. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, trying to claw back in the game, and they throw another pick.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. The Tigers pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Power football with the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Went to the running game on 3rd down and picked up 5, but still a couple of yards short. It's 4th and 2. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. A first down for the offense. To the air, it's Wilkins. Feeling some heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Now facing a 2nd and 10 from the 28 after that last incompletion. He's looking to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. Makes the catch on the left. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Throwing right. He's got it. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They're going to throw it again. Still from the pocket, fires over the middle. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. And this could be the final chance to get on the board with a touchdown. It is 4th and goal. Looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They can't stop the clock, and the defense really can't do anything about this, David.
Nah, great spot to be in for the offense. They know just take a knee, no timeouts for the defense, take the clock down to 0.
And they've got to feel good too, David. Hard-fought game. It was a physical contest, but man, getting these W's, that is a sweet, sweet taste.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins.